The stormtroopers, the SA, the Sturmabteilung, these sort of brown-shirted bully boys who were the Nazi street organization, who really just, their job was basically to protect Nazi speakers and to mix it up with the communists or anyone else who caused trouble. And the SA was absolutely critical in this period. They were the ones who were out there handing out leaflets. They were the ones who were involved in organizing the marches and so on. And the SA in 1932 would have what they called a common Kirchengang. They all went to church together. This was to allay the fears of Catholic voters, with whom the Nazis had not done very well, that the Nazis really weren't pagans, that it was possible to be a Christian and a Nazi at the same time. So in fact, they could make a claim with a certain amount of credibility that they were a Volkspartei, a people's party. An enigma in German politics, something above class, above region, above religion. There were still limits. They still didn't do as well with Catholic voters as they did with Protestants. This was true from the very beginning of the Nazi appearance on the local scene in Munich, all the way down to 1932. Part of the problem was this Nazi association with paganism. There was a Nazi philosopher named Alfred Rosenberg who wrote an even more unreadable book than Mein Kampf, called The Myth of the 20th Century, in which he laid out the argument that Christianity was really the flip side of the coin of Judaism, that they were both evil, both wrong, and the key was to go back to this ancient Germanic sort of religion. Well, you can imagine how this played with people with any sort of religious conviction at all. Every Sunday morning, the elections in Germany took place on Sundays. Every Sunday morning when there was an election, every Catholic priest in Germany would stand at the pulpit and say to their parishioners, it is inconsistent with being a Christian in good standing to vote either communist or Nazi. If you vote communist or Nazi, your soul's in peril. Needless to say, this had a dampening effect on Nazi popularity in Catholic areas. And so one of the great goals of the party was to win over the church. And in 1932, they had made headway. Catholics were turning more and more to the Nazis, but still not in the numbers the Nazis wanted.